Hey everybody, it's Treasure Coast Picker. It's been a while since I've done any kind of video, and I wanted to do a one that shows you some of the things I've sold over the past several months. I've seen this done with Steve Rakin and Kevin Buccio using the Screencast-O-Matic, so I wanted to give it a try. My first time using it, so please bear with me. Here we go. Some of you may remember from a previous video the Ralph Lauren Polo roulette wheel shirt that I purchased for $12 at a boutique store in Florida. And for those of you who didn't see this follow-up, this sold for $500. Probably the best markup of anything I've ever sold in the year that I've been doing this. And so I wanted to show you that one, start off with the big one. And then we'll just close this out of here and move on to the next screen, I hope. Let's move this over. There we go. And we did Ralph Lauren. Let's look at Tori Richard. Now let's look at this one here. Ralph Lauren teddy bear sheets. I bought these sheets at a garage sale for 50 cents in Florida and sold them for $99. There was a bit of a discrepancy in the size, and the woman, we went back and forth about taking them back or refunding the money, and in the end she just decided to keep them. So from a 50-cent investment, I made $99 on that. Of course, you have to take away the fees, but still, it was a great sale. Now we'll go to Tori Richard. This is a Tori Richard bottoms-up silk camp shirt, and the graphic on the back, bottoms-up bar. It's got pretty much a plain front, but if you look, it's got this wonderful fisherman, here we go, fisherman on the pocket, and the fishing line goes all the way around the back where it catches the mermaid, and inside the pocket, there's a little naughty mermaid. Anyway, I bought this for $10 and sold it for $59. Now, here's a great brand, Johnny Cupcakes. I had never heard of this thing, but I bought 22 of them for $6 a piece in Florida in the boutique store. I had no idea what they were, but as it turns out, I've sold 18 out of the 22. 3 of them were damaged, so I've got one more to sell. But this one was by far the best of the lot. For $6, it brought back $117.50. It's got this pseudo Mickey Mouse drawing. I call it Mikey Mouse, I guess, because of legal reasons. And I sold several of these shirts for in the $40, $50, $60 range. So if you come across Johnny Cupcakes, it's I think essentially a mail order a shirt. If you come across any of these, I would grab them because they all seem to sell pretty well. Moving along to one of my favorite brands is Thomas Dean. Now, this was a Thomas Dean new with tags. I bought these at a Dillard's outlet store in Florida, and I paid $19 each. I bought 4 of them, new with tags. And what's nice about them is they all have I bought different designs, but they all have the flip cuff and contrasting collar. And I held on to these for a while. I listed them, and finally they began to sell around the holidays. This one sold for $69.50. If you can see the price tag on here, the original price is $110. So Thomas Dean's a great brand. It's not quite Robert Graham, but it's in the ballpark. So if you see any Thomas Deans, especially if you get them new with tags for cheap, grab them. Another great find, I have a store in Florida that just has wonderful stuff. I paid $14 for this Loro Piana cashmere sweater, and I just threw it out there at $3.50 and just waited to see what would happen. I got an offer of $175 and I accepted the $175. So from $14 to $175, another great profit margin. You look for that brand, Loro Piana. I know usually you see them in sport jackets and suits, but they make nice cashmere sweaters too. So if you can get Loro Piana, jump on it. This brand I found in New York, upstate New York, and it's from the 1970s H-Bar-C California Western Pearl Snap shirt. I paid, it was marked $10. So let me have it for $8 because it had a stain on it. I put it in the wash when I got it home, and I got the stain out, and got it for a buy it now of $79. And for an $8 investment plus a little laundry, this is the brand. It's H bar C, and this particular one was a size 17 and a half, so it was a big size, and it brought in $79. And then we'll move along to another great brand. I paid $2 for this shirt, Willis Geiger. I heard about this on one of the hangouts, and lo and behold, I finally found one. And this is a very heavy wool, I would say work shirt. They call it a bush jacket or whatever, but the brand is Willis Geiger. They're usually plain like this. I mean, they don't have a lot of style, but they do have the double breast pockets and the epaulets on the shoulders. So if you can find Willis Geiger, it's kind of up there like in the Orvis category, and does very well. So I got $96 for this, and I think I had it listed up for like 110 or 120, and I got it off for 96. So I was very happy with that. Sometimes you find things in your own house that you didn't know you had, and you can make a profit on. This is a Tiffany sterling silver key ring that was given to me by an employer probably 20, 25, 30 years ago. And I didn't really have a use for it, so I stuck it in a drawer and forgot about it. And I dug it out recently, and it had some tarnish on it, but it still had the box and the pouch. And so I cleaned it up best I could, and I threw it up at an auction, and it brought in $59. So don't be afraid to look in through your drawers at home, because you never know what you might have that's going to bring in a good price. And this was just lying there for 20 some odd years, and $59 in my pocket. Here's an estate sale item. This is a estate sale item. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. It is a vintage stoneware from the 40s at the Stork Club in New York City, which is one of those big nightclubs back in the day, I guess where the stars hung out. And it says Chesterfield ashes only. I can only assume that there were other ashtrays that had different brands of, Marlboro or Philip Morris or whatever they were. But this one was Chesterfield, and it took me a long time to sell this. And you can see there it had a little bit of a crack right there, a little hairline crack, but it didn't really diminish the structure. I mean, it was still pretty solid. And so after having this up for a long time, I finally got it sold for $135 for a $2 investment. And you never know what you're going to find at house sales. And I guess this falls under the category of smoking. And it did very well. Now here's another item. I'd never heard of this, but this is Nikki Ala Mode. I found 4 of these dolls, all different, in a local shop here in Jersey, and they came with the pocketbook and their stand, and they were $7.50 each. Actually, the first time I saw them, they were $10, and they were $15 each, and I just couldn't pop for the $150. So I went back a few weeks later when I knew they would be priced lower, and they only had 4 left. So when they were $7.50, I grabbed them and did a little research. They were only produced for like 1 year. Nikki Ala Mode, and they sold originally for $135. So I threw this up there for $65, and I got it, $65. I have another one that just sold. I don't have the picture of it here, but I had another one that sold for $50. So I've got 2 more left to try and get rid of. And finally, some of you may remember this guy, vintage Florida State Seminoles cheap Osceola doll. I paid $6 for him. I had him on up and down for sale all year. Finally sold him for $50. The fun thing here about this doll is that I put a video in. If you have a doll that makes noise or lights up, or not a doll, any kind of item that makes noise or lights up or does something, be sure to try and put a video in your listing. I don't know if you can hear this, but listen to this. This is what the doll does. It doesn't move. probably very politically incorrect. Okay, that's nice. And so you put a video in your eBay ad, and it'll help sell your item. And if it lights up, make sure you turn the lights out so you can see it in the dark. But I think that helps sell this. $50. Unfortunately, Florida State got hammered in the bowl game, and the old chief, I guess, didn't help him out. In any case, those are the few items. I think we did 12 items that I've sold over the past several months, and I've done very well with them. And I hope to be back doing live on-camera haul videos pretty soon. I just haven't done a lot of thrifting here in Jersey. But we'll be back in Florida in a month or so, and perhaps I'll be doing a lot more down there. Anyway, if you like the video, give us a shout down below, and I will be seeing you on camera soon. Thank you.